All right. I think we're doing this. We're doing this. Every time we do that, you are closer to my face. We just have your... What is up with you, man? Like, you are right in my face here. Oh, crud. We got people. We got people commenting.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
And this is my hair that won't get under control.
And this is my hair that I just got cut.
This lobe of hair won't go down. It's just like... Stop.
My hair looks,
just stay flat. What is up with this?
Look, my hair's 7 inches shorter.
This looks... I love like this most lopsided head ever right now. This is depressing. This is Living for Crits. And we are at 50 Twitch followers now.
Ooh.
So...
we lost a follower on Instagram. Now
booyah.
we're 99.
What?
Yeah, I mean, we don't ever post. Yeah, I look stunning right now.
I don't know what's going on with losing a follower on Instagram or whatever.
I know.
But 50 Twitch followers, which means 50 more got to come and show up over here, okay? So I need everyone to spread the word about Living for Crits, especially ahead of PAX Unplugged, all right? So go do that after the show. We got some comments coming in here. That's good. We got some questions coming in. Also good. And before we get to the questions, and first off, I'm going to say hi to Rain of Peace out there, Savage Scott's out there, Flowers with Anxiety's out there, Greg's out there. Greg's always there. Greg is like the most loyal fan ever, which is awesome.
He's the only person who sends questions.
That's true. Without Greg, we would have no questions week over week. So he's working himself towards getting more swag in the mail. We got to think about that. Okay, so Scott, when did you send a question? Did Scott send a question today?
I just looked.
Maybe previously.
Yeah, you sent one earlier.
I don't know. So, all right. So here we go. Maybe it was a while ago with the Halloween games he was asking about.
Well, let me find out.
All right. So first off, I wanted to say that I had a fantastic weekend so far of doing absolutely nothing that is anything like an adult should be doing.
Can't relate.
So I played lots of video games, and I spent, a good solid 7 or 8 hours in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And me and Cooper's best friend Isabella played Crawl yesterday. If you've never played Crawl, it's a indie game you can get on Steam, or you can get it on the Switch. I think the PlayStation 4 has it also on it's like one of those indie games you can download. But it essentially is a beat-em-up game where the main player... Well, as you play, there's only one hero on the board at any time, and the folks that are dead or aren't alive, they're ghosts. They take over and play the monsters trying to kill the hero. So imagine playing Diablo, where only one player is the hero, and the other players are the monsters trying to kill the hero, and the player that gets the killing blow on the hero comes back in as a hero, and it rotates through. It's a good time. And it's fitting because it's called Crawl. So, there we go. No. And then I watched Conan the Destroyer yesterday, which was amazing. And we had some DCC Lankhmar yesterday, also last night. And I think we're looking at some DCC next weekend with your team, right?
Hope so.
Because
I've practiced every day of the week except Saturday.
Saturday night?
I have set build. So,
No, Saturday we were going to the game.
What game?
The football game Saturday.
Oh, man. What the heck?
But that night we can play DCC.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So it's coming. All right. It's coming. All right. Let's see. Oh, the other great news. The other great news is our Caverns Deep showed up. Wait.
Hold it up.
Wait, let me put the lights on. Hold on. Our Dwarven Forge Caverns Deep showed up. So here's just...
of it showed up, right?
Oh, this is like a third of it, yeah. Here's just a small segment of it. I'll produce the camera.
That's on a 1,000th of it.
Yeah, this is just one piece. This is the entrance into the cavern with there's Evie's character on the left there, and Carrie's character from years ago that's made into a character now. That's Lena Goblin Hacker on the right there. That I used with Hero Forge miniatures, because at this point, I won't own an expensive car. I'm the cheapest person when it comes to cars, but Why not on Dwarven Forge? It's pretty cool. Oh, the torches are amazing. We have comments.
They come off?
Let's not ignore the comments here. Torches do come off. You can swap them out for other torches. Whoa! Don't twist it because you'll break the connections with the. Hope you didn't. Let's see. Did Evie break Caverns Deep already? No, but she sure tried. Look at that. Actually, it's hard to break it, but the torches connect. They're lit.
So like,
they connect via this electrical stuff thingy. Don't put it back in.
I'm putting it back in.
Don't put it back in.
I just put it back in.
It's complicated.
Well, then I'll take it out.
All right, comments. We have comments coming. Reign of Peace asks, what is an easy-to-run DCC one-shot for a rookie judge? An opportunity might be coming up for me. All right, well, there are such great options for that.
Go into Judge Evie presides.
Besides talking about the, well, we can do that.
Yeah, well, we have questions. So
but let me read through some of the comments. I mean, what the heck, kid? Besides the quintessential adventure of all time, which is Sailors in a Starless Sea, we'll be talking about a DCC Lankhmar adventure tonight that you can get on Drive-Thru RPG. That's great for beginners, that you can run with any DCC. So we'll chat about that during our part about the adventures. I think that'll be a good segue there. And then some folks say your hair looks stunning. Shiny and beautiful. That was Flowers of Anxiety says that. Look at that. And Scott's going to send some more questions. And Reign of Peace also asked, what is a good one-shot DCC for a rookie judge to run? Oh, I saw that already.
You just said that.
I read it twice. Anyway. Here we go. Next. Oh, Savage Philly GM's on. Look at that. What's up? How you doing? All right, cool. All right, here we go. Let's go into Judge Evie Presides. Judge Evie Presides! Woo! This is the section where you can email questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com, and she will read them in a dumb voice.
They are beautiful voices.
They're dumb.
You're dumb.
This is true. Oh, it's Rob from Redcaps. Rob, Evie's not playing in the Del Val Savages enough at this point. You've played with Rob at 7th Dimension.
Wait, is Rob the guy that's really tall?
No.
Oh.
Everyone's tall to you.
I'm not short though.
All right, go ahead and read Greg's question. He's 6'1". That's pretty tall.
I'm 5'4".
Read the question.
Get on my level.
You have to kneel down.
Shut up. I've been neglectful. That's what he said.
Okay.
It's been a busy week. How did your DCC Lankhmar game go?
Hey, look. You had a whole show about that.
Did you ever find out why your character is so deep in debt?
No.
Every one of my characters is deep in debt. Got my person from Savage Worlds, deep in debt.
She's just broke. She's not in debt.
Okay, but broke debt, same thing. Like my person in DCC, she's in debt, or broke, or I'm poor. There's I don't know.
Okay, so we'll be talking about the adventure though in a second here.
Seem taller than somebody.
Anyway, Greg says, how millennial of those characters find to chime in with an okay boomer here?
Oh my god, why is everybody saying that? I don't get it.
Because there is a war between the baby boomers and like everyone else.
John will go up to me in the hallways and he'll be like, okay, boomer.
I don't know. It's a thing. It's a meme.
I'll be in gym class and I'll miss the ball in volleyball and he's like, okay, boomer.
It's played out meme. That's what it is at this point. But it's what? It's oh yeah, Gen X for life. Look at that. So high five to Rob. You are I guess Gen Z or a Zoomer or whatever they're gonna call you guys. I don't know. You've I don't know how it's working.
I know I've explained it, but I still don't understand it.
Well, look it
But I
up
see,
later.
what
This is
are
not the
we?
time for OK Boomer conversation.
Yeah, we stopped.
This is a This is time. This is time to talk about the Madhouse meet for DCC Lankhmar, which we played yesterday. All right. So again, last week we chatted a bit about DCC Lankhmar, this beautiful, awesome box of awesome. What are you looking all glum for?
I'm looking at their X-Crawl comments.
Okay, and then yesterday we played the Madhouse meet by Michael Curtis. And this was the first DCC Lankhmar adventure that was released and published. It was published in the Goodman Games. This was the Free RPG Day 2016 giveaway. You can get this on DriveThruRPG.
Yeah, you can.
It's like $4.99, and on one half you've got the Madhouse meet, which is a really great adventure. This is a good introductory adventure, though, I will say. Reign of Peace, if you want to try it. I just say Paul. I don't know why I said Reign of Peace. It's Paul.
What's his name?
Paul.
Maybe his name is actually Reign of Peace, and he just wants to go by Paul.
Okay. Maybe that's true. Mm-hmm. All right. The other thing in this adventure, in the other half, is Museum at the End of Time, which is fantastic, too, because this is the quintessential Mutant Crawl Classics adventure of Mutant Crawl Classics adventures. It was the first one I ran, the first one anyone had seen, and it is a great, great adventure. So, I think it gets you both adventures when you go online and get this downloaded on DriveThruRPG for $4.99. Just get it. It's a good deal. But we ran the Madhouse meet, and we had we had 5 player characters. So who did you play? Refresh everyone.
I was Moo Mania, not the Cow Master, because someone wouldn't let me.
Who was everyone else?
They have like the weirdest names. Well, one of them's Alejandro, but it's not actually Alejandro. Oh my god, it's on here.
It's
okay.
in the show notes.
So
you were the warrior from the Eastern Lands.
I was the Sword Master of Geneva.
Did you say sword?
No, I said sword.
You so said sword.
No, I didn't.
Keep going. What else?
I was a Sword Master of Geneva.
Geneve is your sword. You wrote out Genevieve and you're pronouncing it Geneve.
Yeah. Okay. So they should know.
Who was your mom?
She was Sparrow Mortensen. Wait.
Yeah, they got it.
Mortensen.
And who was she?
She was a thief from the Cold Wastes. That's rough.
Yeah.
And she was an assassin, played by Jen. Oh crap. Then there was
Grumlow.
Grumlel.
Grumlow was how you pronounce that. The wizard.
I'm reading out.
Well, you can read and then figure out how to read.
The wizard from the 8 cities, and he was a cranky cobra familiar. He
had a cranky cobra familiar. He wasn't a cranky cobra. He had the cranky cobra familiar.
He had the cranky cobra familiar, played by Eric. Then there was Alejandro or Asminder Serpentine.
Shannon played Asminder Serpentine, the black wizard from the Eastern Lands, betrothed to the Ghoul Lord.
So then there was Asminder Serpentine.
I just read it. Why are you reading it again?
Because I can read it better.
And then
the
finally,
black wizard from the Eastern Lands, betrothed to the Ghoul Lord.
God, how are you graduating every year from the next grade to the next?
Then there was Tulabat. I thought it was Tulabat.
Tulabat.
You said Tulabat.
It's Tulabat.
Thalman. Alejandro.
The thief from Lankhmar.
Yeah, the thief from Lankhmar, who is a noble swindler, played by Cody. I am in advanced English, and I don't know how.
I don't know how. You can't read for crap.
Oh.
So we thought we'd do tonight for the show is take you through some of the scenes from DCC Lankhmar with a fun little slideshow, which we're going to commence with now. And here we go.
Can they still see us during the slideshow?
No.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully everyone can see this. This was our scene. This is the Madhouse meets map What? What's wrong?
I got a question from Gracie via text.
Okay, cool. This was the converted map for the Madhouse meet that I put together. It includes a lot of Dwarven Forge Dungeon of Doom, along with whatever Dwarven Forge Caverns Deep I could unpack at the time. And there were 2 levels, and I used a lot of the magnetic trays so I could pull in pieces one at a time. I will share for a second. This is what the map looked like originally, and I couldn't quite do the same scale. I did not have enough Dwarven Forge. Oh, spoilers! If you're going to play this as a player, spoilers. But that's the map, all right? And I didn't have all of this space, obviously. I didn't have that much stuff. And we would. Well, we won't, because a lot of the angular walls would need Dungeon of Doom, and we need to have more organic caves. So I kind of changed it around. Instead of it being all a basement with stone bricks, we made some of it cavern. There was, I figured the centerpiece was a keep and cavern around it. So back to the slideshow. All right, so this is the first scene. And right here, and the player characters were locked up and chained up inside a dungeon. They woke up. In DCC Lankhmar, you start in what's called a meet, where all the player characters meet for the first time. It's very reminiscent of Ilmet and Lankhmar, the story of where Fafford and the Grey Mouser meet. Hence the meet. So the party started off here, and we're being fed by this great big tough jailer named Stuyven, and Stuyven liked to sing. Here he is feeding the party with gruel. Then the party got free. Jen's character, what was her name again? Sparrow, the thief, snuck forward into these jail cells, looked around, did some peeking. I put this really, really cool part of the dungeon in, where there was a section where this is all of the dead prisoners were thrown into this small cavern area that was an offshoot of the main dungeon. And right here we have Asmender is exploring this area, looks inside, sees all these dead bodies with mushrooms growing out of them, including one poor soul with mushrooms growing out of his body, and who's still alive, and the party said nope. And they kept going.
Then I started singing.
Well, this is you guys were doing really good on stealth, trying to move around the dungeon. And you were, on one hand, your mom was, greasing up the door to make the hinges move quietly. And then you heard Stuyven singing, and you just started singing. Stuyven opens the door, sees Sparrow, sees you and Sparrow, and then, of course, that's when our good friend, what was his name? Grumlel cast Sleep. And that was pretty cool. I should note here, one of the cool things about DCC Lankhmar is spell stipulations. I did not discuss them last week, but anytime a wizard has a spell and they learn a spell, there's a stipulation on that spell, some kind of requirement they have to pass to use the spell. So, for instance, whenever, and it's random, every spell you roll on a D100 to see what it is. So, for instance, Grumlel's, whenever he casts Sleep, he has to be facing east. Whenever Asmender casts Invoke Patron, she has to have incense already burning. It's kind of cool. It's a fun little twist to the game. Anyway, he had to face east to cast that spell. All right, back to the slideshow. So the party finds a stairway going up, which they go up and they find a whole bunch of thugs, like a thugs guild, having lunch. So you see to the top of the picture there. I turned these doors up sideways sideways, horizontal, and put them on small blocks to make tables. And everyone is having a good old dinner up there when the party arrives and just throws down. Here we got Asmender charging in on the top of the picture there, and everyone's like, "We're having lunch. Leave us alone." Anyway, this is the one miniature I didn't have painted, but we're gonna call him the Iron Chef. I did a Hero Forge miniature based on myself. It looks just like me. I love to cook, so I made this really tall chef with muscles, a cleaver, and a frying pan, and a chef hat. So he's one of my favorite figures, but I have to paint him still. He's dressed like a gladiator. So he was the cook for the bad guys. Right here we have a fun scene where the party's second thief, Tulabat, is raiding the wizard's lair while Asmender is pinned underneath a trap door that Tulabat got through, and unfortunately the Asmender didn't. All right, so there's the wizard, Tulkamiz, I think is his name, and a cool face-off here against the party's wizard. And I mean, it's an epic scene. It's a glowing like pentagram in the floor that you turn on with a light. You know, it's really sweet. There's a little heart there. You see that heart miniature on there. That's an old Mordheim miniature as well. I should note. What, 455 views? I see. All right. Wow. One really cool scene here. If you see that you've got Tulkamiz on the pain sorcerer who's on the pentagram, and ahead of him you have the party's two wizards, Asmender and Grumlow. This is a scene where I've never had a chance ever to do a spell duel before. We did a 3-way spell duel here, and it was pretty sweet. You had a lot of magic being like flying back and forth, weird phlogiston disturbances going on. It felt pretty epic. However, the battle was not won by spell dueling. It was won by a thief sneaking up the side and then jumping on top of the wizard and backstabbing him. And that's how the wizard died. So wizard's dead. Party left the dungeon pretty quickly after that. Not without stealing some green gemstones. And then here they are running out the up the stairwell and out the adventure. So that was the end. That's the end. Our end for this our session of the Madhouse Meet. It was great. I highly recommend the adventure. I highly recommend any Dwarven Forge. Even a little bit of Dwarven Forge goes a long way. But I mean, you know, I don't know. Save it for a time when you get your tax return, or maybe you get birthday money or graduation gift, whatever you want to do. But it is definitely one of those higher end gaming products out there. So pretty much any terrain you could use makes a tax return makes a fun scene. If you want to make your own terrain, go for it. I really enjoyed having all the 3D terrain. What did you think about the terrain, Evie?
It was really cool, and I liked the green orbs because I don't know, there was something about them, and I don't know, they're just fancy, and I like breaking the torches.
What was the question you got in the middle of this from Gracie?
What is the best DCC themed joke that you know?
What? Is a DCC themed joke?
Yeah.
I don't know a DCC themed joke.
Here, wait. Be an 8th grader, and I'll tell you one. Did you bring a hat?
No.
Man. Yeah.
I'm an 8th grader.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? You don't even know what you're going to say.
Wait, I'm going to think of something. You
can't tell a knock-knock joke without having the joke ready to go.
Wait.
No, knock-knock.
Who's there?
Spellburn.
Spellburn who?
No, Spellburn.
Spellburn who?
No, Spellburn.
I'm saying
No,
it.
B-U-R-N.
Burn.
It's terrible.
So
it was on the fly, though. Look at that.
What?
Just like my GMing. Spellburn. B-U-R-N. You kept saying Spellburn who? And I said Spellburn. Like, you know, you have feel the burn.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Anywho, let's go on to Road Crew shoutouts since we're 25 minutes in. Judge Evie, give us a Road Crew shoutout for PAX Unplugged Savage Saturday Night.
You just said it.
There's a Savage Saturday Night at PAX
I'm
Unplugged.
saying it now.
All right. This is quality content we're being told by Flowers and Anxiety. All right, let's wrap this thing up. If anyone's any other questions, toss them in now.
I have to say the Road Crew shout.
That's the Road Crew shout out.
There's a Savage Saturday night, and you guys should all come to it. So
it'll be through the PAX Unplugged PAX app. If you have an event somewhere out there, anywhere, and you want us to talk about it, maybe for any kind of game, but especially Dungeon Crawl Classics or Mutant Crawl Classics, then please let us know about your Road Crew event, and we will share it here on Living for Crits. So where to find us? We are at I Live for Crits on Twitter, Living for Crits on Instagram, and you can search for Living for Crits on YouTube for our mega catalog of stuff that's so old and Evie's like 8 years old for. All right, so with that, we are back next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and time for our outro. Oh, we have a question here. We have a question. Oh, it looks like Andy's on.
Ooh.
Andy asks, I have a question. Why don't you love us anymore? Hashtag replaced. Hashtag Flag Day. I don't know if I understand Flag Day. So, legit question. Andy is in my online gaming, like every online game I had for, for years. And it's not that I don't love you anymore. It's that I have a job now where I sit in front of a computer way too much now, compared to where I used to sit in front of a computer. And it is tough for me to come home and want to sit in front of a computer. I can't game on weeknights anymore. That's the real shame of things, because Monday through Thursday, which we game on Tuesdays, I don't know when I'm going to get home. Sometimes it's like not until 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night. So unfortunately, my last promotion, now we're talking about real life crap now, right? My last promotion made it really hard for me to get home in time for a weeknight gaming. So that was the last time I ran a game, was Flag Day. I didn't realize that. Yeah, adulting can be tough. When I lived in Pittsburgh, my commute home was 45 minutes. Coming home from Philadelphia, it can be an hour and a half sometimes. So yeah, this is just dark and sad. I'm sorry. One day I'll get back to online gaming regularly. I just don't know when it's going to be.
I don't get this joke either.
Fickle GM says a cobbler, a Wainwright, and a gong farmer walked into a bar. You'd think the gong farmer would have ducked.
Wait, I don't get it.
That's good. Never mind. That's a pretty good joke.
Wait, what?
Like the cobbler of Wainwright. If I had to explain it, it's a terrible joke, but it's not. Who's calling you?
Laura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap things here with our outro ASMR. Thank you all so much for coming on. Again, if you are enjoying our show, if you're enjoying hearing me and Evie go crazy here, please, if this is YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. But please share our Twitch channel. It is all cool, and no problem with the downer, Andy. Mark made him do it. I understand. Hopefully you guys are still gaming. You guys are gaming, right? Still. Again, PAX Unplugged. It's coming. It's a month away.
Coming. It's less than a month away.
Yeah, that'll be, I think, one night we're not on the show. We'll have to be off that night. But if you're going to PAX Unplugged, definitely email us at dccjudgeevie@gmail.com, or email if you want to run or you want to play, because we have enough GMs. If you want to play Savage Worlds at Savage Saturday Night, email delvalsavages@gmail.com. And I will hook you up with some information on how to play with us. I think I'm running Savage Lankhmar, or I'm running the demo of... I think I'm running Savage Lankhmar. I was considering running the demo of Weird Wars Dark Ages, but maybe not. All right, time for outro ASMR.
Live by the sword. Die by the sword.
Oh my god. Are you freaking chucking the thing?
phone keeps ringing.
Okay. I'm zen. I'm going to do this. Okay.
Good night, everybody.